team, they have a night game. It's against the first this week. If you're interested.
Gibby, you want to start?
Incredible news.
Yeah, I can start. Jeff, Wake Forest is coming off a 3-0 win. As a linebacker, would you like to play in that game?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'd like to win any game. That's the big thing. But 3-0 game, it shows they have a great defense. So we like to be able to match that ourselves. Anytime a defense can hold a team to 0 points, that's saying something huge, you know, especially an ACC opponent. So we understand that they're a very capable team, and we're excited for the opportunity.
Obviously, your offense is looking at that saying, wow, they shut somebody out. Does the defense look at that as well and say, okay, they're a pretty good defensive team, we got up our end of the bargain too? Yeah, definitely. You know, Coach Chizik told us yesterday that he expects us to win this game defensively. So that means, you know, holding them to less points than our offense needs to score. So that's his expectation going into the game, and that's ours as well.
Did you see much of that game?
I actually didn't. I mean, I watched a little bit on film, but I watched the Texas OU game. That was my big game.
Right.
Yeah.
I was surprised at.
Yeah.
Jeff, you have connections over at Wake Forest and Duke. What's this game like in the Schoettmer family?
I mean, for me, it's just, you know, another ACC game. But I guess for my mom, it's different. You know, she was a tennis player there, and my grandparents both attended Wake. So I think it's more big for them than me. But, you know, obviously I'd like to get this win just as any other ACC game.
Is there any added benefit sort of for the team mentality if you go in this week and come out with a win, go 2-0 in the ACC, other than just the record, obviously?
I mean, yeah, like you said, you know, getting 2-0 is our goal at the end of the week. You know, each week we want to 1-0. That's what Coach Fedora says each week. It's just another step to our goal. I was saying earlier that we really haven't accomplished anything yet this entire season. You know, our two goals were to win the Coastal and to win the state. So this is a huge game to win the state championship, obviously, and for the Coastal. So, you know, we're just taking it day by day and taking it like that. That it is a big game and it has an impact on two of our goals this season.
Yeah. There was an ESPN Power Index that came out earlier this week that listed you guys as the favorite in the Coastal. Do you guys pay attention to anything like that?
No, I mean, I think that's their opinion. All we can control is how we play each week. So we're not really worried about what people, you know, because when we're losing, you know, people are saying we're bad, but when we get a couple of wins, they're patting us on the back. So, I mean, either way, you can't look at it. You just got to focus on your goal and take it day by day.
Mark Reese was talking about the leadership of this team, how you guys wrote some things on the board at the beginning of the season, things you wanted to get rid of. Can you just talk about that conversation you guys had with maybe some of the younger guys saying this is what we need to do moving forward?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it started, you know, right after the Rutgers loss. Even before we got back to school to start the semester. You know, guys were texting each other and, you know, really talking about how this season could be special if we addressed the things that were wrong last year. And, you know, we had that meeting with Coach Fedora, I think it was January 6th of this year, and we addressed all the issues that were a factor in us having an unsuccessful season last year. And we put that to bed. That's the big thing in helping us be successful this year is we're not carrying anything from last year to this year. We're a completely new team, new coaches, new players, new scheme. So everything we did last year, I mean, we definitely learned from it and moved on from it. So I think that's the biggest thing from last year. We just put it to bed, and we're a new team this year.
I know you can't count chickens before they hatch, but how appropriate would it be for this team to be the first team in a pretty significant amount of time to go 2-0 in the league when you evaluate the cohesiveness and just the agreeability among the team when you guys are like you are?
It'd be huge. Just another step closer to our goal. That's the big thing. And I think it'd be great for our confidence. I mean, not that our confidence is low or anything. Our confidence is great. You know, guys, our chemistry is great. Guys truly believe that we can win any game we play. So it would be big for us.
Do you guys as leaders point to what happened in Atlanta and say, you know, do you use it as encouragement to continue keeping this team together? Like, does it help teach younger guys and just continue the buy-in, so to speak?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say last year, if we were down 21-0, there's no way we would come back and win that game. And that's really all about the leadership and just the resolve the guys have on the team, not giving up and you know, the defense has the offensive back, and the offense has the defensive back. So when something goes wrong, we can't blink. You know, Coach Fedora preaches every week that we're going to face adversity in any game. You know, they're a talented D1 football team too. They're going to make plays as well, but we just got to keep fighting throughout the game. And you know, no one was yelling at each other on the sideline. No one was upset. You know, we just got the things that we were doing wrong corrected and moved on and got the win.
There's-
Prepare for 2 quarterbacks this week as a linebacker, as a defense. You know, how tough is that?
I mean, we've seen it throughout the season. I mean, they do some similar schemes, or they have some similar schemes as Delaware and South Carolina. So we're pretty comfortable with that. Number 2, the freshman, he's more of a mobile quarterback. He runs his own read. I think number 10 started the last game. He's more of the pocket passer, capable runner, but not as much as number 2. So we will have to, you know, prepare for both of them. Obviously, we don't know who's going to start or play more, but like I said, we'll be definitely ready for both of them.
There's been a lot of talk about not having the problems last year's team did. Handling success is something new for you guys because you haven't had a great deal of it the last couple of years. Last year, your 2 biggest wins were followed up by the clunkers at Miami and here against State. When you see this team and you're talking about the positives right now, you feel like you guys are positioned now to handle that success and guard against something like that happening again?
Definitely. I mean, like you said it yourself, we're definitely a different team than we were last year. So I wouldn't even draw that comparison. You know, it's up to the leadership of this team to really get us ready for a great week of practice. But we're not worried about, you know, getting too high coming off a win. We're just excited for another ACC opportunity, especially coming back to the tar pit and playing in front of our home fans.
How much that responsibility is on, like you were saying earlier when you were asked about the leadership, you and Marquise and Landon, to make sure the guys don't get too high?
Yeah, it definitely is our responsibility. But, you know, I haven't seen it at any point in the locker room. And guys are coming out to work, even yesterday at practice. You know, guys are just excited for another opportunity to get a win. We just want to keep our head down and keep moving throughout the season because we understand that what we can do and the impact that we can have on this university.
I feel like you and the team at large really got the best use out of the last week, the bye week, for moving forward in the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it was some guys were dinged up and nicked up, so it was a good time for the bye week. You know, we definitely went back to basics last week. You know, during the first couple weeks of the season, during the week you can't do much individual time, individual practice. So, you know, we would have 30 to 40 minutes of individual periods. You know, during the bye week, we would really do similar things that we did in training camp. You know, work on our technique, work on our craft. You know, for the defense, the big emphasis was turnovers, you know, tackling and tracking ankles. You know, 3 of the things that we stressed every day during training camp. So it was definitely a good week of work for us.
All right. Thank you, guys.